Yeah. What you know about Retro Ghetto? Collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo. I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the Retro Ghetto. Come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staple Setto. Lock into the Retro Ghetto.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto, and we've got what is another pickups video. We've got loads of stuff. You know how it goes by now, guys. Once the pile gets too big and I need to get some stuff put away, I'll film one of these videos, and yeah, I don't think it's going to disappoint. What I would say is, if you like varied pickups, this will be the video for you, so stick the kettle on. I've got all sorts here. Big, small, hardware, toys, games, collector's editions, everything in between. So yeah, there's something for everybody in this video. The only thing I won't be highlighting is my Wii U stuff. That's going to get its own separate video as part of my Wii U quest for the full PAL set. I'm looking at the games now. We've added loads to the collection. So make sure you stay tuned to the Retro Ghetto for that one, because that'll be coming very, very soon. But yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so before we get into the pickups, I have to give a shout out to my boy, Mike, over at Mike's Shed. What a stand-up guy. Just a great guy. And not only that, he's an absolute wizard when it comes to digital artwork. He's got an Instagram page, I think it's called Odyssey Tees. I'm going to put the links to his channel, the links to his Instagram in the comment section. Make sure you go and check it out. And he designed this for me. I've been hoping to work with Mike on a collaboration for quite some time, and our schedules got together and we managed to make this. You might not be able to see it in full glory on me now on camera, so I'm going to hopefully put all the artwork images for you guys now. But not only is this my favourite hip-hop artist, but he's also managed to incorporate my gaming shelves in the background, some of my standees. So basically everything that I love, he's amalgamated it all into this one t-shirt for me. We went backwards and forwards, and it was very much a collaborative project. But Mike, I appreciate you so much, my friend. I'm going to get something sent out to you very, very soon as a thank you for all the time and effort you put into this. But make sure you're checking out Mike's Shed, guys. And also, I have another one of these. There's only two been made, and it's slightly different. So we're going to call it a chase version. Definitely not a print mistake. I'll be giving that away on the channel very soon, so stay tuned.
Retro Ghetto.
First thing I want to do is just highlight the few bits that I picked up over my last couple of videos. I've been fortunate enough recently to go to the Stafford Toy Fair and also to the Retro Video Game Market, which was at Doncaster. Again, minus the Wii U pickups. We're going to go through these very fast. I picked up on the PlayStation 2 the Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary Collector's Edition, SmackDown vs. Raw, Phineas and Ferb Into the Second Dimension, and one of my bargains, the biggest bargain I got at those fairs, I'd say. Make sure you go and check out the video if you haven't thus far. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. And yeah, make sure you do check out that video, because if you have not heard the story about this, you need to go and check that out. But yeah, this is like a 1993 WWF manual, and if you're wondering why I have this, I don't think the story will disappoint you.
Retro Ghetto.
I'm not sure where to start. There's so many different piles around me, but I'm going to go with the closest one, which is VHS. I've been getting so much VHS. A couple of local charity shops just kind of put it to one side for me, and they literally give it to me. I make a donation, but yeah, they basically give it away, and what I don't want, it goes in the bin. Crazy, right? I don't know where I'm at with my collecting for VHS. I have got quite a few here that I love, films that I really enjoy. So I might start a collection, but at the moment I just keep popping it in storage because I don't really know what to do with it yet. But I'm going to show you just the highlights of these. And like I said on my last pickups video, guys, I'm not going to show you all the shovelware I pick up at charity shops. I'm not going to show you all the games I get that go straight to CEX. I'm just going to show you the decent stuff, the stuff that goes into the collection. And I picked up some of my favourite VHS out of the lot to show you guys today. So we have Goodfellas, The Craze, which is like a nice box set. This comes with 2 different VHS tapes inside. If the light will let me show you. There we go. Wasn't worth the wait, was it? It's just 2 black VHS that says The Craze. One of my favourite films of all time. Okay. Scarface. Okay. And speaking of which, I found this. I was really happy when I found this in the bundle. I'm a massive Pacino fan, and this is like a Pacino box set. And this comes with Scarface and Carlito's Way. Both really good films. Yeah, both very clean. They look like they've never been out of the box, to be honest. So yeah, really nice to add those. Snatch, Jurassic Park Trilogy, which came again in a nice cover. It's not just sort of sleeve covers that I enjoy in video games. When I see things like this on VHS, again, I'm like a moth to a flame. Omen 1, Omen 2. The Simpsons collection. Now this is just nostalgia. I remember hiring this from Blockbuster back in the day as a kid and watching these same couple of episodes over and over again. So yeah, this is just one of them. If you're interested, there's the episodes there. And then the final VHS I'll show is the only VHS I've ever actively sought out and purchased. This was an eBay find. It was a very difficult VHS to find. It's quite a niche film, I think, and that is Belly. Very big fan of this film. DMX and Nas. It was, as you can see there, it was directed by Hype Williams, who primarily did music videos, and the whole film shot in that kind of way. And yeah, if you haven't seen this film, I definitely recommend it. Okay, so before we get to the video games, I want to show a couple of the toys, the weird and the wonderful things I've picked up. This one is something I was actively looking for a long time. Basically, viewers of the channel will know I'm a massive Disney's Hercules fan, and I've been going after the Mattel range of figures. This was one I always had earmarked in my mind. I remember my little brother having this for Christmas, and I've never found it up until now. And this is one of the Titans. As you can see, it's got the opposable jaw. I think he should be blue, but I think he'll belong to a smoker by the looks of it. But it really just reminds me of one of my favourite scenes in the film.
Guys, Olympus would be that way.
And like buses, two came along at once. I've actually ordered a job lot of figures on eBay. So there's a nice fresh blue one coming to me soon. So this one will be getting passed along to somebody that's happy with a smoker's yellow Titan, shall we say. And this was a random find in a charity shop. I always keep my eye out on the toy section as well. And I saw this, and I just saw like that bit of black background there, and I thought that looks like Lego. So I quickly pulled it out. And basically what this is a Lego remote control car from 1998. Now how cool would this have been as a kid? That you could build your own car and then sort of race it around. And I thought, well, you know, it's cool, but it's a shame there's no controller. Guys, I was digging through different shelves. Complete opposite side of the toy section. I found it. I've not had a chance to check it yet, see if it's working. But this is the remote that goes with it. So yeah, just a nice piece to find. I mean, I had a quick look on eBay. They're saying for like 20 odd quid. But if I get this working, this will probably be something that gets passed down to Retro Ghetto Junior, because we'll have so much fun sort of making cars and then racing this around.
Retro Ghetto.
And just a few more finds, video game related, but not games themselves. These are a couple of guides that I found in a charity shop. So we've got Mass Effect 3, Fable 3, and then a book that I found just today actually, in the back room. It hadn't made it to the floor yet. And that is Marvel Comics, and it's 75 years of cover art. So in here, you'll be seeing the V-roll now. There's some absolutely beautiful artwork, and it goes right from the early days of Marvel right up into the modern stuff. Such a varied collection of art in here, and really is beautiful. I don't really ever talk about it much. I show it on my channel, but I do draw a little bit myself when I get the chance. I do a bit of art. So I really do admire art in other artists, and I probably will copy a few of these images, hopefully, once I get time. I mean, this year's been crazy. I haven't had a chance to do anything, but yeah, hopefully, once the house is fully renovated, I'll get some time to copy some of these pictures and yeah, get my Stanley on. Right, so we've made it to the video games. There's quite a lot to show and quite varied. I've not put them in order of console like I normally would. I've put them in order of how I acquired them. So I've got like a charity shop bundle, I've got an eBay bundle, a CEX bundle, all that kind of stuff. So this is the stuff that I found at CEX. The first one I picked up was the Sleeping Dogs, the definitive edition. I've told the story before about how I went out of gaming when I was too cool for school. And then I randomly had this epiphany, went to Tesco Express at midnight and bought a PlayStation 3. 2 blind buys. I bought God of War 3 and this game, and I absolutely love them both, and it just pulled me back into gaming, and everything you can see behind me really stemmed from that incident. So I've got a lot of love for this game. Really looking forward to getting into it again. Yeah, it's my favourite non-GTA, GTA style game. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they've done with the remaster of it. Halo 5, it's the collector's edition, big steelbook, comes with all the stuff. And listen, CX sell this for like £4, so it's a no-brainer. Okay, so this next one's interesting. I was going through the shelves as I normally do in CEX, and I saw a game with a sleeve on it that I've never seen before. And if you see a first-party Nintendo game that's got any difference about it, whether it be a sleeve or anything, or some sort of variant that you've never seen before, just pick it up, right? Don't think about it. And that was Smash Brothers Brawl. And as I say, it comes with this sleeve cover, and I've never seen it before. Really nice artwork on it. And yeah. And then what I thought to myself was, I already owned the game. So I traded the game in next time I went. So it ended up costing me like £3. You know what I mean? I can live with that. So yeah, let me know if you've seen this before, because there are a couple online. It's not overly expensive, but I think probably somewhat uncommon. And then these last two are games that I actively pursued from CEX. The first one I was going to buy via the website, but I just happened to find it randomly in a random CEX that I never visit, and it's in a place called Colville. So if you know Colville, you know I won't be in a rush to go back there. But yeah, I was there one day randomly, and I found a game that I've been looking for on the shelves, and that is the Capcom Digital Collection. This is a game that you should be picking up from CEX. It's like £15. If you go onto eBay, you're looking at way over that, probably over £20 for this one. And yeah, it's just a really nice collection of games. Street Fighter 2 HD Remix, Final Fight Double Impact, 1942 Joint Strike, Super Puzzle Fighter 2, Bionic Commando Rearmed 2, apologies, Wolf of the Battlefield Commando 3, Rocket Man, Flock. Yeah, I don't know much about those games, but you know, the aforementioned games, Final Fight, Street Fighter, 1942, Super Puzzle Fighter. And the reason I love picking up these collections on the Xbox 360 is the fact that I own the kiosk. These are just the sort of games that I love to just pick up and play, stand up with a couple of mates, and certain things that you can really enjoy on a kiosk, more so than sitting down. And yeah, just a great collection to have. And this next one is a game that I've been after for such a long time, and the value of it just keeps going up and up and up, and word of mouth is spreading. More and more people are getting aware of this game, and it's one of them that kept popping up. I kept getting the alert from CEX to say that it was in stock, and I'd buy it, and then, you know, it wouldn't get sent, and it wouldn't be in stock. Then once I took another gamble on it, and they actually sent it, and that is Muramasa, the Demon Blade. You'll be seeing the footage of this one now. In my opinion, this is the most beautiful game on the Nintendo Wii, certainly that I've ever seen. Graphics are absolutely stunning. I love the art style. I loved everything about it. I'm probably about 10-15 hours into this one. I'm not going to say too much more on it, because it's going to be getting mentioned in a future video, maybe even 2 future videos. But yeah, make sure you're keeping an eye out for this one. Highly recommend it. Random pickup that I forgot to show. An Xbox One headset. Needed a headset. Found it in a charity shop. £5. Retro Ghetto colours. Okay, so next up I want to give a massive shout out to a friend of mine called Guy. Guy's recently moved house, so when he was in his loft he found a load of old video games. He watches the channel, and he basically hit me up and said, look, I've got this bag of games, do you want them? And as you can see, it was a bag full of games. Now, I'm not one to turn down a bag of games, right? I'm not going to go through them all with you guys, but I'm just going to show you some of the highlights that were in there. There was Ratchet and Clank 2, Locked and Loaded. Ratchet and Clank 3. There was 3 different Need for Speed games. And Red Dead Redemption. As I say, guys, there was a bag full of stuff. These are just some of the highlights that I quickly picked out. I've not had a chance to sort of go through it all with a fine-tooth comb. But Guy, I appreciate you, thank you.
Retro Ghetto.
Right, guys, there's some massive things just looking at me. I picked up some crazy hardware, and yeah, we'll get to that. I've still got more piles, right? So let's get to this pile. This pile is games that I just found when I was out and about, right? Just random stuff that wasn't CEX. So the first one was a crack converters find, and that was Pandemonium. Now, like a lot of people, I had this on the original PlayStation 1 demo disc. We all know the disc, right? It had that big T-Rex. It was like a tech demo. But I'm pretty sure Pandemonium was on there as well. And it's one of them games that I never got around to playing the full version of. As a kid, I couldn't always just go out and buy every game that I liked the look of on a demo. But yeah, Pandemonium was always something that stuck in my mind. I'm happy to have finally ticked it off the list, and I can't wait to play it for real and just to see if it's as good as I remember it being on that demo disc. Ridge Racer 7. Now, the only reason I picked this game up is because it went backwards compatible. Ridge Racer 6, is it? On the Xbox 360. Everyone went crazy for it. I went to about 10 different pawn shops and CEXs trying to find it. I didn't have no luck. So in the end, I just picked up this PlayStation 3 version of Ridge Racer 7. which apparently is the better game. I played it a bit. Another crack converters find, Red Faction Armageddon. You don't need me to tell you why I picked this up. If you watch the channel, you already know. Ooh. Spartan Total Warrior, a game I've been after for a while. You guys know I love my Greek mythology, ancient Rome, all that kind of stuff. Let me know if you've played this. Let me know if it stands up to the test of time. Spartan Total Warrior. And another crack converters find, which I kind of had to double take. They weren't giving it away. I think it was like £10, but I remember in the back of my mind having searched for this before on eBay and thinking it was quite expensive. And that is the Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the Xbox 360, but the Steelbook version. And it's absolutely beautiful artwork. It really is very striking. Nice red metallic, and I think there's some additional artwork inside, but you can't quite see it. I'm not going to take everything out, but yeah, this sells for quite a pretty penny on eBay. So I think this was like £10 or just under, maybe £8, something like that. It was a while ago now, but yeah, really happy to have added that to the set. Let me know your thoughts on steelbooks, because it seems to be quite divisive. I know some people don't like them. I think maybe they don't age that well. Also, it doesn't help with the shelves, you know, that the aesthetic of it doesn't give you that continuity that you get with standard spines on games. But yeah, I just love artwork, so for me, I'm very happy to have added this. And what is one of my only eBay purchases, you know, we're getting towards Christmas, guys, so this has more been sort of sporadic things that I've bought whilst I've been out and about. But this was a game I was actively pursuing, and I found it on eBay for a good price. I've only played probably half an hour to an hour of it, so I can't give you a good review. But from what I've played thus far, I'm enjoying it. And that is A Boy and His Blob. It recently was on sale on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And I just remember thinking to myself, I can't buy a game digital when I know there's a physical copy. So yeah, I decided to pick this up. As you've probably seen from the footage now, it's quite like a puzzle platformer, I should say. It's quite slow. It's like a thinking game. It's not one you're going to run through like Mario or anything like that. But basically the blob can change shape and he can transform himself into different objects and things like that, which can help you on your journey. And you basically just have to solve the puzzles and get to the next stage. But yeah, it looks like a very enjoyable game from what I've played thus far. And I'm excited to put a bit more time into it. Right, I picked up 2 special editions or collector's editions, whatever you want to call them. I'll show you one now, then I'll show you one after the next pile. First one I picked up, this was at Crack Converters, guys. So this was Sniper 2 Ghost Warrior. I've briefly played a couple of the Sniper games. I don't know if I played this one, but they're all pretty enjoyable for what they are. This comes with an art book, a CD, which you guys know, it's going straight in the CD player, right? Does anybody ever play those CDs for these kind of games? I mean, I wouldn't imagine the soundtrack's banging, right, and Sniper game.
Sonic and Staple Settle, lock into the Retro Ghetto. I don't play games with my son PlayStation. Man, I old school like an Atari gamer. Tiger, living with the Tiger Flamer. This shit reality, not like Sega, Dreamcast, Mega Drive, or Master System. N64, the Super Nintendo, we missed them. And if man want a challenge on Tekken, I'll twist them.
And it also comes with what looks like some sort of book or novel. But yeah, it was all in there. And the reason I picked this up, it was in the window as I was walking past. Guys, I think it was £4. £4 for a big collector's edition in good condition. So yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily always buy collector's editions because I ain't got room, but for £4, I'm going to buy it. Okay, and the last pile of games are all charity shop finds. So these are the highlights of the charity shop pickups that haven't gone to CEX. Just interesting things that I didn't already have in my collection. I need you to tell me about this one, guys. This is Diablo Reaper of Souls on the PlayStation 3. I've never played a Diablo game. I'm not sure. It's one of them. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I enjoy games like Hades and Dead Cells. I love Dead Cells. But yeah, just, is it worth me giving it a go? Let me know. Midnight Club Los Angeles. Never played this game. As a young lad, I was always about the Need for Speed franchise, and the way they churned out Need for Speed, I was sort of never hungry for any other racing game of this ilk, really. There's always another Need for Speed coming out, what seemed like every year. So, yeah, let me know if this one's worth playing as well. This was just an interesting one. I'd never seen it before. And you know me, guys, if I'm in a charity shop and a game's £1 and I've never seen it, I'm going to pick it up. For the Xbox 360, it's BioShock and Elder Scrolls Oblivion, but on the same game. I guess not the same game, but you know, the same box. Need for Speed Most Wanted. The reason I've left this in here to show you guys is do not overlook this. If you're in a charity shop and you think, oh, it's £2-3 or whatever, don't sleep on it. I was shocked to learn that CX are giving £15 for this game. I don't know when it became so sought after, but yeah, £15 trade-in for Need for Speed Most Wanted, so don't sleep on this one. Ferrari F355 Challenge. This was quite an interesting find actually in the charity shop. Sonic Gems Collection. Okay, another game that I've never played and I heard quite a bit about it. I think when it was released it was supposed to be this sort of like the latest big RPG because it was from the creators of Final Fantasy. I think it was an Xbox 360 exclusive and that was Lost Odyssey. I'm not a massive RPG guy, so not sure about this one if it's going to be for me, but for £1 had to pick it up. Let me know if you've played this one or what you think about it, because I don't remember ever hearing anybody say anything positive about it. I don't remember ever hearing anybody say anything about it. 007 Quantum of Solace. These later 007 and James Bond releases get quite a lot of praise actually. I picked up Bloodstone recently on the PlayStation 3, so hopefully this will be in similar vein to that one. And yeah, looking forward to the day that I get around to these. Okay, so the last thing I want to show in terms of games, still got other things to show, but gaming wise, guys, I just want to say I'm an idiot, right? Sometimes I get carried away. There's been a collector's edition that I've had my eye on for some time, and this is one of them. It's Saints Row 2. Now, the reason I bought it is, in my mind, it came with both a bullet and a gun. And I thought, well, that's like a really cool aesthetic, something for the shelf, you know, it's retro ghetto, it fits the vibe, it's cool. I'm an idiot. It only comes with a bullet, right? That doesn't come with a gun. That's a piece of cardboard. It's basically the packaging. So kids, make sure you're doing your homework. Pay your due diligence, easy for me to say, before you spend your money. I got it for a good price, so I was happy with that, and it still looks the part. But yeah, I thought I was getting a gun, and turns out I'm getting a USB bullet. So yeah, double check before you buy. Which moves us on to my big pickups, the hardware. And the first thing I want to highlight is I got a VHS player. You've seen that I've been picking up quite a lot of VHS lately. And I picked up a Philips VHS. It works, it comes with a remote. They put it to one side for me in the charity shop. And yeah, it's just what I needed. So yeah, as I say, needed a VHS player, been getting all these VHS in. It came with the remote, it's Philips, it works, it's all good. I've watched a couple of VHSs recently and I didn't know how I was going to feel about a VHS because it's one of them old school techs that really there's no reason to collect it. Vinyl records people collect because it sounds better. It's a different kind of sound. VHS, they're not better than Blu-ray, are they, right? Let's be honest. Blu-ray's better. It's better quality, it's better sound quality. But I don't know, man. It's just that magic you can't necessarily put into words. The superlatives aren't there for me. I think it's just nostalgia. I watched a couple of VHS on it and hearing it go in the thing and everything about it, guys, it just hit differently. That's all I'm going to say. So, I got my VHS player. What else did I get? Well, the missus was not impressed with this one, let me tell you. I don't know why I bought this, but it caught my eye. And that is like a 2-foot cola bottle. It needs a good clean. It's a plastic one. It's one of them ones that you put change in. And I'm thinking to myself, right, I'm going to fill this with change, okay? I'm going to like, you know, people used to have them whiskey bottles. When you was a kid, you see them big Grant's whiskey bottles, people would fill it with coins. So I thought, that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to fill this with change. When I got home, it dawned on me that I've not had cash in my hand for about 7 years. Maybe I'll keep card receipts in it. I don't know, guys. It was a bit of an impulse purchase. I thought it was cool. Maybe I'll find a use for it somewhere along the line, but I won't tell you what the missus said when I walked in the door with it. She weren't impressed. Okay, so that takes me on to the final thing I want to talk about. The thing that I think was probably my biggest bargain that I had this year. And again, it's one of the things I've been after. It's one of the things I've been actively pursuing. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace, etc, etc. It's too heavy to sort of buy on eBay. Although if you look on eBay in this condition... Anyway, let's get to all that in a minute. So basically, I'm going to put it on the screen now. It's a Technics Stax CD system. Now, if you're my kind of age and my era, in the day, these were the shit. Now, I've sort of harboured onto that love because I couldn't afford one at the time. So you know now, and I've got like a Bang & Olufsen CRT TV and I've got my Technics CD player, you know, all that kind of stuff. That was the stuff that I grew up coveting as a child. I could never afford it. Well, now, it's not that I'm rich now, it's that now they're cheap. But if you look at these online in this condition, guys, I mean, when I got it, it was a mess. You'll be seeing the footage now. It was horrendous. All the stains on the CD, on the speaker covers. The whole thing was thick with like an inch of dust. I spent a good couple of hours cleaning this from top to bottom. I've got like, you know, I got like the earbuds out and everything. I went in on this. Before I even tested it, so I had the faith it was going to work. Cleaned it to within an inch of its life. I'm happy to say it works. The sound is impeccable. Yeah, with everything that I got with it, 'cause it's rare that you get the central speaker on top, as well as the 2 speaker covers for each speaker. Even came with the remote and the antenna for the radio, so it's pretty much all there. And these are selling for anywhere between 100 to 150, 160 pound, depending on where you buy them and what condition they're in. Guys, I got this for £10. £10! I mean, I couldn't even contain it, right? I was so happy. I've wanted one of these for such a long time. I don't really have the room, but I'm just going to make it work somehow. In this small room that we're sitting in now, if you don't know how small it is, then check out one of my most recent game room tours. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 9 speakers already. Well, now I've got 2 more, and they are hefty. But yeah, I could not believe it. To find this and to find it for that price, I was so excited. And that's like one of my last finds of the year. So it's a great way to close out the year. It really was. And that takes me to what I want to say next. I need to say a massive thank you to everybody watching. This has been my first full year on YouTube. Seems like I've been doing it forever, but I started in June of the year prior. So we're about 18 months in now. And yeah, I've absolutely loved it. 2021's been a great year for me on YouTube. I've had so much fun. And yeah, we've recently hit 2,000 subscribers. It's a massive thank you to you guys, because without you guys subscribing, watching, getting involved, commenting, liking, all that stuff that YouTubers say, but I mean it, this would not be happening. So thank you so much. I want everybody to have a great Christmas. I don't think you'll be seeing me again now before Christmas, but hopefully I'll put out something very special between Christmas and New Year. But thank you again. Keep it retro, play your games. I'll see you on the next one. Merry Christmas.